If you walked into a jewelry store today, you'd likely find yourself staring at rows of glittering diamonds locked behind glass. Their price tags? Often in the thousands. And most people accept that because diamonds are thought to be rare and precious. But here's the truth, are they really? In reality, the global supply of diamonds is enormous. If market logic alone determined their value, diamonds would cost far less than they do. So why do we still pay thousands for small pieces of crystallized carbon? The answer traces back to a single company. A diamond is forever. It's one of the most iconic marketing campaigns in history, so powerful that it reshaped our ideas of love, commitment, and luxury. But this was never just advertising. It was the foundation of a global market manipulation orchestrated by De Beers, the company that built one of the most successful monopolies in modern history. De Beers never called it a monopoly. Instead, they used phrases like single-channel marketing and central selling organization. Their internal documents revealed their true mission: maintaining absolute stability in the diamond industry. At their height, De Beers controlled around 85% of the world's rough diamonds, setting both the price and the rules of the entire market. The transformation of De Beers was remarkable. It evolved from a mining company into a machine that shaped consumer perception, convincing the world that a shiny stone equaled eternal love and elevated status. But this dominance didn't appear overnight. It began in the 1870s with the discovery of massive diamond deposits in South Africa. Until then, diamonds were genuinely rare, sourced mainly from India and Brazil, and only affordable to royalty or the ultra-wealthy. South Africa changed that. Suddenly, supply skyrocketed, threatening to crash prices. Enter Cecil Rhodes, a British entrepreneur who bought up mine after mine. By 1888, he formed De Beers Consolidated Mines and controlled nearly all diamond production in South Africa. Later, under Ernest Oppenheimer in 1927, the strategy became brilliantly simple: buy every diamond, control supply, and make the world believe they were essential. By mid-20th century, De Beers didn't just dominate the market, they controlled it almost entirely. This allowed them to create artificial scarcity. Though diamonds are naturally abundant, De Beers released them slowly, ensuring they always felt rare. But controlling supply wasn't enough. They also had to create demand. And this is where De Beers executed its masterstroke, changing culture itself. Before the 1930s, diamond engagement rings were rare. Then came their 1938 partnership with the NW Air advertising agency. The campaign didn't just sell diamonds, it sold the idea that a diamond ring was the only true symbol of engagement. By 1947, the legendary slogan emerged: "A diamond is forever." With 4 simple words, De Beers implanted the notion of eternal love, and cleverly discouraged resale, protecting their price control. The impact was stunning. In 1939, only 10% of American engagement rings featured diamonds. By 1990, it was 80%. Today, it's even higher. To protect this empire, De Beers created the sight system. Every 5 weeks, a select group of dealers were summoned to London. Each was handed a box of diamonds, priced and pre-selected by De Beers. They could accept the box as is or walk away completely. No negotiations. Refuse too often, and they'd be cut off from the world's primary diamond supply. This iron grip would have been illegal under U.S. antitrust laws, but De Beers operated from South Africa and London, avoiding enforcement for decades. Another blow came from ethics. Whenever new competitors emerged, Russia in the 1950s, Australia in the 1980s, Canada in the 1990s, De Beers often struck deals to buy their stones, funneling them back into the system. For years, this buffer stock strategy worked flawlessly. But by the late 1990s, with the fall of the Soviet Union and the end of apartheid, cracks appeared. Producers began selling independently, eroding De Beers' market share from 80% in the 1980s to below 40% by 2010. Blood diamonds, mined in war zones during the 1990s, fueled violent conflicts in Africa. The Kimberley Process was launched in 2003 to certify conflict-free diamonds, with De Beers positioning itself as an industry reformer. Then came the rise of lab-grown diamonds. Unlike imitations, these are physically and chemically identical to mined diamonds but much cheaper to produce. At first, De Beers dismissed them. Later, in 2018, they launched their own lab-grown brand, Lightbox, but deliberately priced it far lower than rivals. The message: lab-grown stones are cheap, disposable accessories, not luxury items. It was another attempt to manipulate perception and preserve the prestige of natural diamonds. Still, consumers are waking up. Millennials and Gen Z often prefer alternatives, choosing colored stones, lab-grown diamonds, or even spending on experiences instead of jewelry. Yet, the cultural weight of De Beers' decades-long campaigns remains powerful. That's why traditions like the 2-month salary engagement rule, invented by De Beers in the 1930s, still pressure buyers today. The irony? Diamonds hold poor resale value. A stone bought for thousands might fetch less than half its price if resold. The so-called investment is built almost entirely on perception, an illusion De Beers carefully crafted. Today, De Beers controls only about 35% of the market, while Russia's Alrosa and others share the rest. Still, prices remain high. Why? Because we've been conditioned to believe diamonds equal rarity, status, and love. The truth is simpler: diamonds aren't rare. We've just been programmed to believe they are. Bye for now.